Once again.
Welcome to the second episode of the hashtag Yinbing Ding Fling we chilling at PhD Racing.
We should do a proper intro.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, the table moves. Hold on. Hello everyone, Jackie Ding here. Welcome to the Yinbing Ding Fling we chilling at
PhD Racing, episode 2.
Episode number 2, Alex. Somehow the stupid shenanigans have continued, and the video series title have grown longer. And I think it's very chill. It's very chilling. It's very. What's it called? Fitting that we are here chatting about more things, Alex, because we've got nothing going on in the winter or nothing going on that we can show you yet. There's a lot going on in the background, and really want to be able to tell you, but we can't because it's top secret.
It's mostly just winter time. I hate winter.
Yeah, it's really cold.
I don't get to drive my Supra I want to start driving my Supra in like ice race and stuff at some point again.
You should.
Instead they just go all to rust. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, today, before we get sidetracked with Alex's Subaru talk, and he can tell you all about how. Actually, that should be a conversation talk about why you hate the EJ25.
Episode 348.
That should be
maybe.
episode 25. Just talk about the EJ25.
Oh, it's EJ20.
Oh, yours is a 20.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we get sidetracked again, today we've got a piece of paper here. On this piece of paper, we have all of our events.
Yep.
Alex, all the provisional events that we are planning to do this year.
I should pretty much guarantee for
pretty much
committed as
events
right now to do all those events.
Yes. So let's go over them quickly. We'll just roll off some dates, and then we can go back and talk about some of them that we were like.
If I remember to add the date on the camera, on the footage.
Yeah, we'll put one on.
Yeah.
Super Lap Battle, Coda, one of our biggest events. The kind of beginning of the year.
The season opener for us.
The season opener.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go to the biggest, baddest track in America and just like put our metal to the test. You know, see if our winter projects, if our winter upgrades have really hit the spot. Usually they do, sometimes they don't, and then if we don't, we come back and leave, 20-hour drive home depressed. That's going to be April 12th to 13th. Really looking forward to that weekend.
Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas.
Conflict with both SCCA Road America, which is now 2 hours or so over that way, would have been great. And GRIDLIFE CMP, which is the season opener for GRIDLIFE.
I really don't mind not going to CMP because last year it was like very, very dusty. It kind of sucked. It also got gout attack too. So.
Well, Alex couldn't walk that weekend, so I think Alex just hates whenever he couldn't walk. After that, we're gonna do the Impact event at Coda. I think that's
that's 2 weeks from 2.5 weeks from Super Lap Battle.
So it's still gonna be in Coda. I think we're gonna leave the car there. That's more of a showcase. We're still working on some details, so when we have more on that, we'll let you know. Next competition event, GRIDLIFE Road Atlanta. Now this is probably the most exciting news from GRIDLIFE that I have from this year that I'm like the most pumped about.
Yeah, because the last time GRIDLIFE ran Road America, he still has his S2000.
Yeah, actually, the Supra never ran the
GRIDLIFE Road Atlanta.
Yeah, and GRIDLIFE Road Atlanta is always a shit show, which is what makes it fucking exciting.
Oh yeah.
There was that year when I missed the first day. Well, I missed the whole weekend, but after the first day there was like 7 or 8 wrecks. And I
wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Yeah, there was Viper TA that got ridden off. Someone went to hospital. Like, it was wild.
It was a little bit not wild, or not in the good way.
It was not in the good way. And then there was a Ludacris concert that ended up being pretty shit because he wanted to go watch Mayweather fight somebody. So the concert went on for
was shit too. Anyway,
it was. Anyway, it went on for half an hour of the concert, not the fight. And then eventually the last GRIDLIFE Road Atlanta, someone almost got arrested. I won't say name, but his name began with A and ends with Damn Jabay. Anyway, it should be a good time. They're partying with Formula Drift people, which only means there's going to be even more chaos.
Yeah, so everyone to be honest, everyone hit one event in that general area in the year. This is going to be one because you got us wankers.
Yes.
Most of our GRIDLIFers.
Yeah,
if that's
the
even
GLTC
word.
people.
The GLTC and the new GLGT this year.
GLGT won't be there actually.
Oh, GLGT won't be there?
No, it begins at Road America. Oh, yeah.
Never mind. GLTC and you get FD boys.
Apparently they might even do full course drifting, which, I mean, as a time attacker, it doesn't really affect me.
No,
but
it actually affects us negatively.
Yeah, but it would be pretty cool.
It'll be pretty cool. It'll be a good party.
It would be a good party.
A guaranteed shit show, good party. Competition, we'll see.
Next event on the list, a week or so after, we have SCCA time trials at NCM. So we're going to talk a little bit more about this SCCA malarkey right now, because this year we've actually decided to partner up, Alex, with SCCA Time Trial Division. With the series is technically now called what? Tire Rack Time Attack Challenge. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, TR TAC. It doesn't roll off the tongue quite. Anyway, Tire Rack TAC. Time Attack Challenge.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. It's still basically the same series as SCCA. They change a lot of rules, however, to help GRIDLIFE Street Model and Track Mod cars and GTA cars cross over to the main Max class.
In short, the TLDR versions, the Max class kind of align with the Track Mod and the high-end Street Mod cars or like limited cars a little bit better than previously. Unlimited, obviously still limited, but before that, the Max car was kind of like a very mad. Now they
because it was always a step below, kind of like.
Remember, I had to downgrade the car one year.
And the splitter that can't be, that can't have tunnels.
1 year I had to downgrade the car to meet the Max, but now this year they tweaked the rule book, so a lot of people runs GTA or GRIDLIFE technically has a class that they can just slot into without significantly altering their car. Which was kind of their main focus for this year. Which I think is definitely a good direction.
And we're going to work with them a little bit closer. Actually, on the note of working closer, to help you guys, enjoy SCCA events more and just give it a shot in general, SCCA actually has given us an entry code to a discount code. They did a one-time discount code for any viewer who wanted to actually join. So I'll put the discount code somewhere, like here. So if you would like to, feel free, give it a shot and come race with us. Come give SCCA a try.
Does that only apply to that event or any event, the SCCA, like that TARTEC thing?
I have no idea.
Maybe find out.
I think it applies for any event in the SCCA calendar, which would be good, because even if we're not going to that event, if you still want to go and you're still watching this video, use the discount code. It's there for you. Use it. Save a bit of money, buy some parts from PhD, and go on and have a good time. Next big event, probably one of the largest, craziest, stupidest.
The biggest shit show.
The biggest shit show. Welcome to everybody to the GRIDLIFE Midwest Festival in South Haven, Michigan, in Gingerman, in June 6th to 8th. That should be pretty exciting.
It's a little bit earlier than normal in terms of like the time.
A little bit, but
usually it's like hot.
I hope it's not that hot.
I hope it's not that hot.
Yeah, sure hope. Because GRIDLIFE Gingerman has always been the marquee event. Even though it's at the least marquee track.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. It's a lot of drifting, a lot of fun, a little more chill, I think, in some ways.
Yeah, also the fact that because Gingerman, people take themselves quite a lot less seriously, which is great.
I don't know about that. We took ourselves pretty seriously to try and win last year. We had to repo a customer's wing, remember? We did that. So I wouldn't call that any less serious. I would just call it little less pro. I mean, maybe that's the way to put it.
I mean, we're professional amateur.
We're professional amateur. Professionally amateur. Yeah. Unlike professionally awesome, we're not that. We're just professionally amateur. Yeah. Next, we have on the calendar. I don't know if we're going to this one yet, but we might be attempting the Octane Time Attack series with Jayzilla and at Road Atlanta in June 15th, the week after Midwest. Those events should be pretty fun. I have looked at the rulebook a little bit. I think the M2 actually fits in there fairly well, kind of like a points-based system. More just at the point where this year we want to experiment a little bit more beyond just GRIDLIFE, beyond the regular like 6-7 events that you see we always hit. And then I want to expand, try a little bit more, few things, grow a few more series, hence why we're working with SCCA to try and grow that and get more people involved in the sport that way. The more Time Attack series that are out there that can grow the sport together, that can get more entry-level people, or even just like you do NASA time trials, or you've been doing HPD for like 10 years, you want to give competition a try, and you can't get into GRIDLIFE, guess what? There are other series out there that's available. Next, 2 weeks later, GRIDLIFE Mid-Ohio. That's a pretty cool one. That's Mid-Ohio. I don't know if they say they might be live streaming it. They might not. But Mid-Ohio has always been a personal favorite of mine. I love that track. We've always done pretty good there. I went last year with the 8.6. It broke in 2 laps, and then I left. God.
It might be the M2 this year, or it might be the A6. We haven't figured it out. We haven't decided yet. We'll see.
We'll see. Most of this year, just provisionally, just expect it to be the M2. If I say otherwise, and we show up last minute with 8.6, you guys get a treat. If we don't expect it. That's that. Next one, SCCA time trials. Well, Tire Rack TAC. That's written wrong on here.
TURTAC.
TURTAC, sure. Tire Rack Time Attack Challenge at a Pocono. Interesting track. We've never gone there.
Nope.
I don't really know much about it. It's kind of a.
Have you ever driven there at all?
No, but I do know it's the crazy Dorito triangle of the oval outer oval is a triangle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a really weird triangle. So
Okay.
like, it's interesting.
I've seen video.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Rovo kind of deal. But the Rovo side it's technically a row angle. Because it's a road course, but a triangle instead of road course and an oval.
Very interesting.
Road angle? Sure.
Road angle?
Road angle. Sure. Next, a week after, Alex, GRIDLIFE Road America.
Road America.
Big event.
Who did you say they're partnering up with?
Apparently this year, USF Junior, which is like Formula 4, is coming in to race there too, alongside GRIDLIFE, which would mean you have the what's it called? The GRIDLIFE cars, the GLTC cars. By then you'll have the GT cars, the time attack cars that we mentioned. You'll have maybe the Rush cars, or maybe the Rush is getting replaced by the Formula cars. Who knows?
Yeah.
I didn't look specifically into the calendar, so
maybe.
Good time.
Yeah.
Road America, I think, is just an awesome event, awesome track, because you look at so much of the scenery, the camping is great, the facility is great, you have lots and lots and lots of room. In general, pretty good track.
Yep.
Pretty good track. Do it. If you're in the area, come out, say hi.
Pocono is pretty close to NYC, right?
Pocono
like in that area.
Yeah,
in that general area.
In that general area.
In that direction.
Yeah, in that general direction. Yeah. A week after Road America, we're gonna have a lot of back-to-back events.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help. Someone, if anybody wants to get volunteered and voluntold to do a bunch of stuff for us, feel free, come hang out.
Hi, Daniel.
Yeah, poor Daniel. All right, next, SCCA Chicagoland, SCCA Tire Rack Time Attack Challenge.
Yep.
Chicagoland in Audubon, one of our nearest tracks, almost a home track at this point.
They said they might be doing mini Targa this year, but they're still trying to finalize the detail.
Yeah, we're waiting on the details, so we might do a Targa where the two of us go on.
They did like a tiny Targa.
Yeah, we might do a mini road trip.
One lap around Illinois.
Yeah, I mean, one lap around the Midwest isn't like the tiny Midwest, Chicagoland area.
Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, Chicagoland.
Like a tiny Targa.
Yeah, I like that. One lap of Chicagoland, OOLC.
Maybe
that's not bad.
But anyway, I think they're still trying to finalize exactly what it is. But it seems to be like a little Targa. They're going to start with Tire Rack, hit a few track around the Chicago area, then end up at the
Tire Rack Challenge. Yeah, so
right?
to finish
that's
off
the idea, but they haven't really 100% finalized the calendar yet, so we'll see. But regardless, we're probably doing the Audubon portion for sure, because you can choose to do the whole Targa or just one event. We're probably doing the Audubon for sure, but depends on what the schedules. We might do or we might not.
Because if the Targa is like 3 to 4 days, fuck yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna be like a week and a half, then it's like, we can't take off work for that long.
Yeah, because the problem is we're gonna 2 back-to-back ahead of that one.
Yep. And yeah.
And basically another 2 weeks we had to go to.
Basically, what we're saying is we'd like to be able to sleep in our own beds and do the Targa.
That helps.
That would help a lot. Anyway, next event, we're going back to Pocono for Impact for their second event of the year.
Yep.
We're doing BMWs now. It kind of makes sense to go to some of these events.
You're a real BMW driver now.
Real BMW driver. We don't have to bring the fake BMW that's in the background over there. We'll talk more about those as we as we kind of figure out what the plan for that is. Next one, the week after, Atlanta Motorsport Park.
Jackie really likes to go to Atlanta in this year.
My girlfriend, my new girlfriend was from around there, so I might be able to go and just,
Oh, is that why?
That's probably not why, but it just happens that we go to Atlanta like 4 times this year.
Wow, at least she can point you at a good restaurant.
We can figure out some good restaurants down there. But yeah, like Octane Time Attack with Jay Zilla at Atlanta Motorsport Park might be pretty fun. That's on the list.
We never ran
AMP. Again, broaden our horizon, try a few more tracks, try a few more things, I'd love to do Barber, actually. I'd love for someone to hold a Barber Time Attack.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like
that
cool. Facility is awesome.
That facility is beautiful.
Yeah. Next, we come home. GRIDLIFE Audubon.
Chicagoland.
Yeah, Chicagoland, September 12th to 14th.
Yeah. It's just like a lapping day. We get to sleep our own bed.
We're going to bring every single car that we have. Just because what's the worst that happens? We got to make like an extra trip. Oh no, it's an hour round trip or something like that.
Yeah.
Not that bad. We're going to try and be pretty upfront for that. That should be a fun one. Next weekend after that, SCCA time trials. Fuck, I keep calling it the wrong name. Time attack challenge. Well, no. Actually, this one is still nationals. This is the SCCA time trial nationals. Right. We're supposed to be working with them, and yet we keep calling it the wrong name. Nobody's gonna know where the sign-up links are. This is gonna be great.
Put the link here.
Yeah, we'll have the links.
Yeah.
SCCA time trials nationals at pit race. September 19 to 21. Interestingly, SCCA people have moved the time trial nationals, the big nationals event, from NCM Motorsport Park
to pit race.
Controversial, I would have you know. A lot of SCCA people blew up because I feel like NCM was such a great location because it's central in the country, you know. So like guys in the West Coast or the East Coast.
It's about the same amount of travel for most of the people.
Yeah, like guys from I know like New Mexico would come out for this one. Like shout out to our boy, you know, our New Mexico super fan Tom. Who actually journeyed out to quite a lot of these, and he specifically, I saw him mention like, yeah, going to pit race is going to be like an extra day or two of traveling. That's just going to be way too hard. So
yeah,
you know, understandable, but I think they made the choice based on facility and so on.
Yeah,
pit race is a pretty cool track, so we'll try it out. I most likely will be hitting that one up.
Yeah, the next one is going to suck.
Actually, I don't know how the fuck we're going to make this work.
I don't know.
Because
so we'll figure out.
Hear me out. We're going to do back to back. GRIDLIFE at Autobahn.
Yep.
Immediately follow up by SCCA Time Trials Pit Race.
Yep.
Immediately the week after, follow up at GRIDLIFE Laguna Seca.
Yep.
So we leave ourselves like 5 days of transit days from one end of the country to the other. Sounds like we've done this once or twice, Alex.
I mean, you're doing this this year, so
yeah,
I'm gonna be flying out.
Yeah, Alex has had enough. He's not doing
I
that.
had enough of this shit.
Yeah. Alex is flying in as the what?
Yeah, you guys pack up. I'm gonna go to the flight, and we're gonna see you guys home.
Yeah, he's gonna be like flying business class, and be in the airport hotel suite. You know, just like laid out. Oh yeah, give me a massage right. He's trying to be bougie this year.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. But that transit.
Yeah, the transit is gonna suck.
It's gonna be
Doesn't
rough.
matter how you do it. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Plan ahead.
Yeah, I know.
That's all we can do.
Thanks, Daniel. Daniel already committed to. Well.
At this point, Daniel already gave up and unsubscribed.
Daniel is like. How do you describe Daniel to viewers? He's like the man behind the scenes that make the shit work.
He's like the comfort food.
He's like the Korean barbecue. Whenever
like the
you
Korean
need it.
soup, like the song tofu.
Yeah. When you just
he's like the comfort food. When you're just like stressed out, tired, he's just that.
He's there
comfort
for you.
Dish. Yeah.
He's there. He's always there for us. Never let us down.
Yeah.
Always open, 24/7.
I mean, we're really twisting Daniel's arm for this one.
Thank you, Daniel.
Anyway, well, yeah.
Well, we're paying him back this year in car parts because Daniel has effectively joined the PhD M2 fleet. So, he's being compensated. Before you guys tell me I'm using like free child labor with Daniel. One, he's older than me, so he's not a child. Two, it might be free labor, but we're at least paying him in parts and stuff. So there's that. So thank you, Daniel. He's been voluntold to come to do pit race, to do Pittsburgh, to California, and back to PhD with me. Thanks, Daniel. Anyway, last event on the calendar we have, potentially, GRIDLIFE Pit Race. Oh, going back to pit race again!
Why are you going back to pit race?
Because the GRIDLIFE season ender.
All right, fine. We might or might not. Depends on...
Yeah.
It's at that point, all right, I guess it's a perfect transition to going to talk about the GRIDLIFE thing because we want to do the pit race, but we might or might not do it. First of all, just because the GRIDLIFE rules, because it's still out of the top 4. It's
a GRIDLIFE. So the GRIDLIFE rules specifically say you have to, your best 4 results
is your season score.
Yeah. So technically, if we can seal up the season before pit race, then we don't have to go.
Laguna, if we have 4 wins,
if we have 4 wins and 4 records, and nobody's going to be able to beat us, we don't have to go.
Yep.
Or if we just want to establish our dominance just a little bit harder, we can totally go. Actually, speaking of establishing dominance. You entertain the camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, bring over a gift.
What?
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what's been motivating me. This right here is a 3rd place trophy.
Oh, is it for last year?
Yes.
So you're a Asian, not Asian anymore?
Yeah. The bigger question is not, congratulations, Jackie, you got 3rd place. Is that this should go straight in the trash. This is not okay. You guys have seen that red car. You've seen the Supra. You've seen the way us two dominate. To the point where I was holding season trophy in I'll put the picture here, in just the most hilarious and stupid form, just to establish dominance on the rest of the street mod field. To the point where street mod as a class was kind of broken. And if you've been listening to some of the other podcasts, they've been talking about how we broke street mod. We kind of did. A little bit.
Yeah.
Because, this past season, the top 2 finishing street mod cars were
our customer
cars.
Yeah.
And we did support them quite a bit. And thank you. Good job, Alan, and good job, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, they
did awesome.
They did break almost all of our previous records.
They pretty much did.
It's not like because we're
good
gone.
for them.
Even if we're there, there's a good chance that, they probably would have nailed it anyway.
I think they're just at the point where they're taking it beyond where we used to, where that car was, right?
Which we're happy,
That's the point.
Yep.
That's the point. That car is supposed to be the archetype for you guys to build off of, so you can go and break these things.
Yep.
We don't want to be forever the best with no one's ever achieved. Well, we'll talk about that in a bit later. maybe for another video. But anyway, this is the main point. This can't be good enough. This, ever since the day I received it, freaking Brad from Chicane Motorsport has been taunting my ass about how he's got the slightly bigger one because he got second place, and Kyle actually customer. He's a slightly bigger loser than me. Technically, we finished third, he finished second. Kyle, our lovely customer, got first. Good for him. Good for all of them. But the fighting spirit in me, I put this on my desk every morning when I walk in. I just look at it and I go, all right, get to work. This motivates me to no end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason I bring this up is we cannot do this again.
Yeah, I know. This also motivated a lot of spending.
A lot of the winter spending that you'll maybe see shortly comes from this. Comes from just the motivation of knowing this is where we were.
Just knowing the Jackie trophy is not as big as our other people's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My girlfriend can attest to that. But the bigger point is just no, we're done losing. It cannot happen again. I understand that we established last year was a learning year. You always have a struggle year, and then the next year you got to come out swinging. This is the year we got to come out swinging.
Yeah.
So that's why pit race is on there. That's why
Yep.
Either we need an extra event to really secure the championship.
Yeah. So if you think about it, we got Roll Atlanta, Mid Ohio,
Midwest,
Road America. So we already got
that's 4.
That's 4 events.
Autobahn, Laguna, and pit
Laguna.
race.
So we got 6.
So technically,
technically, if we
get it done, we might not even go to Laguna.
Yeah, if we get it done by Road America, we don't even have to go to Laguna.
Or I just bring the piece of shit 8.6 out for Laguna. So if we do that, I might. And just rest of the season, just fuck around in the 8.6.
You can.
We totally can.
Yeah.
But let's see what that car does.
Yep.
Right? That's the bigger problem. Because
see if all the spending is worth it.
We'll talk about the M2 upgrades as they come in.
Yeah, maybe
Besides motivation, besides why we're doing all of these events, let's talk about, as you can tell in this series, we're doing more than just grid life. Because I think Alex and I are pretty. How long is this? Oh, this video is 26 minutes long.
Yeah, already. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Alex and I are pretty much known. PhD is almost known for doing a lot of grid life, right? That's what we're pretty much known for.
Yep.
But suddenly this year we're expanding, doing more SCCA. We're doing even like Octane. We're trying to experiment beyond that.
Yep.
I think we can talk a little bit more about the reason behind that.
Sure.
Because simply put, Alex and I are not 100% sure about the direction that GRIDLIFE is heading or where it's going towards.
Correct.
And to the point where, that's why we wanted to work with SCCA to try and grow, not necessarily competitor GRIDLIFE, because I don't think that's what it is.
Because my biggest problem with GRIDLIFE is, they grown to a point that, remember, when we first started GRIDLIFE, they want to be, all right, we want to be inclusive, we want to bring more people in, we want to, have a place for every car enthusiast, which is still true, but right now it's grown to a point that it has become so big of a thing that it's not really for beginner or for new guys anymore.
I think in some ways, if you look at it, right, like Grid Life back in the day, when I was first starting doing it, I was racing in Corvettes and Mustangs and stuff, right? And so that's how I think Club TR as a class, or first off, Street GT happened, and all the Street GT cars or the V8 cars got moved to Street GT, which is great. And then you had the Club TR revolution, which is awesome because it gave the Hondas and the Integras a playground that they don't have to deal with fucking Evos and shit, which is perfect.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, people still complain about the street class that, you know, people had to battle with this, what, like $200,000 Evo that a certain YouTuber built.
Who?
Long Ben. Remember somebody complained?
Remember
somebody complained?
Oh, Ben Ling's in his $200,000 Evo? Jesus Christ, I mean, just like things like that, right?
So so back to my point, it's just like, if you're a beginner, Grid Life doesn't seem to be the right place for you to start anymore because you can't even get a ticket anymore.
Say you are like a regular customer or a PhD. You say, I bought a set of tires and wheels. I want to go do Grid Life with you guys.
Except you can't because you can't even get a ticket.
You can't get a ticket in June for an event in September because all the tickets sold out in beginning of January.
Yeah.
Like how? Like it's like.
I mean, good job on the Grid Life team because you built this absolutely wonderful event in the last almost like 10 years.
15 years, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredibly fun. It's incredibly well put together.
It's addictive.
Yeah, that's why it's just like it's grown to a point that as a new guy, it's basically impossible to get in now.
Like, well, don't even worry about the new guys. It's impossible for old guys to get in. Almost.
Yeah, there's a lot of like seasoned guy can't even get tickets anymore.
Seasoned guys like, oh, let me get my credit card ready. You missed the freaking shot.
Yeah.
Now all the Gold Pass events you want to go to are missed out. So what do? Do you intentionally keep your schedule and calendar open and keep your race car ready and not book all your hotels and stuff just in case a ticket come up for sale last minute? That's a really hard way to plan for a racing season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just the series has grown so popular that it's kind of alienating the new guy, the beginner guy now, just because it's so damn hard to get.
We can also talk about beyond the difficulty of getting tickets.
Yeah.
We can also talk about the fact that there is now membership. There is now hard card
there's
costs.
membership and hard cards now.
And we can also talk about how the tickets are getting like
kind of ridiculous,
wildly expensive.
Yeah.
These are all factors, right? These are all factors that roll into it. And also we can even talk about the dollar to track time, which you know it just the way I put it is I think at Grid Life, because the events are so good between live stream, between your musical festivals, between all the shows that goes on, between the vending machines
it's not just about
ice cream van that rolls around the paddock, letting you buy ice cream and shit.
Yeah, it's not about just go there like driving anymore. There's a lot more things attached to the driving part now.
It's absolutely more like
which is fun, but also can be extremely distracting
and costly. So you end up. I think a lot of that cost ends up getting rolled into the ticket pricing.
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
Because you gotta hire more staff.
Yep.
You need more room.
Yeah, you gotta have registration people on site. You gotta have timing people on site all the time.
You gotta have more marshal. You gotta have
nothing
more.
Wrong
everything.
with that. It's just inherently as a series.
The monster got so big that it can't really handle the small guys anymore.
Kind of what I think. Can't handle the casual guys.
Yeah, can't handle the casual guys anymore.
So it becomes a little bit more tricky for not a track rat person. If you don't live the Grid Life, you can't get in the Grid Life. That's a problem. Yeah,
but on the other side, the flip side we see is with SCCA's program, the class is broke down a little bit tighter than usual. Like say they have say Sport 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Tuner 1, 2, 3, 5, Max 1, 2, 3, 5. There's a lot more subclasses, which means most of the time, if you do your homework, your car is not going to be wildly uncompetitive.
I agree with that because it's and let's be honest, okay? We all you guys watch our videos. You guys know we like to compete at the front, right?
But the problem with the cost to compete at the front is insane. It's stupid. It's stupid.
You guys don't have access to VP racing. You guys don't have supporters like 9Kang.
Yep.
So for you to do what we do, it's incredibly difficult.
It's
inherently incredibly difficult, right?
Yeah.
So it costs a lot to run at the front. Yeah. And so to give, especially say you're in a BRZ, modified BRZ, that's like street mod spec, It's impossible to run with the guys at the front of Street Mod.
No.
But in SCCA, I can run in tuner
Like
or
tuner
max
5 or max 4 or something like that.
I don't have to deal with the Supras or the Subarus or the crazy stuff like those.
No Rupa is ever perfect, but it just seems like a lot of people make jokes about SCCA. It's like, hey, everybody gets a trophy, which is not entirely wrong. But
it's more exciting to get a trophy.
In some way, the classing does make more sense than the current GRIDLIFE classing. It's quite a bit more beginner friendly.
Yep.
Usually you get more track time. You get the track is usually slightly less crowded, and you don't get distracted by the drifting guys, the taxi guys, the concert, and everything else.
Yep.
That's why we feel like sometimes you take a step back from the halo effect or like the glorious GRIDLIFE party that actually we still very much enjoy. But if you want to go back to LaRue, just like focus more just on driving, SCCA seems to be a way better route for a relatively beginner.
I think you get more sessions too. You get more sessions for less money.
Yeah, you usually get more sessions for less money,
Yep.
a lot less sessions. That's why I felt like SCCA seemed to be a better place for you to start as a
And not only
HTD
start-
or time trial competitor than GRIDLIFE now.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yep.
you can stay in SCCA as long as you want.
Yep.
And if you feel ready to jump to GRIDLIFE, you can even do both,
Yep.
as we do right now, right?
Yep.
Because the rulebook with more crossover, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, GRIDLIFE it's still great, but it just grown so big that become having its problem its own because it's big now.
Yeah, and it's nothing against the people at GRIDLIFE.
No, the event's still awesome. I
Yeah.
still love going to the event.
and
But just like every once in a while we get like customer or relatively new to this, hey, I want to do GRIDLIFE.
No, you can't.
No, you can't, and I don't recommend it anymore.
Yeah, and you're gonna go. You're gonna be like, I drove 3 laps this weekend, and 2 of them were behind a Honda Fit.
Yeah, and then a Super blow up the next lap, so my whole
yeah.
session got red flagged
yeah.
again.
And then-
I
and
did
then-
like 5 laps the whole weekend.
Yeah, and we do GRIDLIFE, right? Because Alex didn't bring this point up, but I feel like we do GRIDLIFE because of competition. The competition at GRIDLIFE is extreme.
Probably the best at
It's
the time
pretty,
trial.
at time attack level.
One of the best, if not the best.
It's really deep. It's really sharp. Like we go to Laguna, we didn't even get on the podium.
Nope,
I
that's
mean,
rough.
we really shouldn't because our car kind of sucked at Laguna. But like the fact that we got bumped off the podium and we're like what 4th, and like top 5 was like within a couple within a second
Within
or two.
a second, yeah.
It's great. That's what like Super Lap too. Like when we go to Super Lap and it was like 18 cars.
Just the back and forth, all right, watch this
Yeah.
type of fight.
Yeah, like pushes every driver to the limit. That sort of stuff.
That's what's great about it.
About GRIDLIFE, yeah, because everybody, all the best guys wants to go there, wants to prove themselves. But when that happens, you're gonna get cars that are knife edge prep. I'm looking at you, Dewey, with the engines where they like last like 3 laps and a half, and then on the 4th
Did they
lap.
even last 3 laps?
Well, ask him at Laguna.
Yeah.
And then it explodes and it expires. Well, RUDs, rapid unscheduled disassemblies, itself at an impromptu place. And next thing you know, your session's red flagged. And then next session.
Too often.
Yeah, it does, and it ends up ruining the experience somewhat because you if you don't put your lap down on lap 1, you don't get a shot.
Yeah.
Why do you think we time attack? We set our cars up typically for only 1 lap because. There's no point running a second lap because by a second lap, who knows? There could be a half a splitter on the apex.
That happened too.
Fucking California did that. Roasting all our friends in our.
But anyway, so that's one of the reasons why we try to branch out a little bit from just the normal GRIDLIFE. We try to do a little bit more,
experiment.
SCCA, a little bit more,
I get SCCA, Jzilla, Octane TA, like just grow the presence of the sport, and also it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to get more people in. That's the worry of GRIDLIFE. Like, if you can't get new people into the sport, how do you make sure more people can come in? How do you make sure the sport has a future, right?
It's rough.
So yeah, that's why we're kind of just from
It's great, but it's rough.
Yeah. We love GRIDLIFE. But I wouldn't say we're GRIDLIFE people. But what we are, would you say time attack people? We love the sport of time attack and want to grow in the best way possible.
I need to take you to WTAC one time just to see what like a good time attack event is like.
You just call everybody else's time attack event into US shit. We gotta show you what a good time attack event is.
My honest opinion, the closest one that I ever got is Coda.
Really?
Yep.
Like a good time attack event?
Yep. Coda is still my favorite.
I mean, Jason did model it kind of after.
Yes.
It's great. I love Superlap, right?
Yeah.
That's why no matter what conflicts with Superlap,
Yeah.
that always is on our list. Shout out to freaking Jason. Shout out to Superlap. If you guys want to join us, do join us.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's fucking Coda. and it's fucking
It's
cool.
one of the best track. It's very well organized.
You have your own individual bathrooms in garages.
Oh yeah, that helps.
You don't have to share it with like pedestrians.
Yeah,
it's great.
You don't have to sit on warm toilets.
Yeah.
I guess this is this year. So
So yeah, that's our kind of stance on some of the series.
Yeah.
What we call this video? Like, why we are no longer in love with grid life. Let's do some more series. Let's try them all out and let's see which one's best. And you guys will see it in the video, see which one you enjoy, let me know which one you want to see more. Yeah, I guess
that's it for today.
that's all. Thank you all so much for watching.
Next episode, what do you guys want us to talk about?
What do you want to talk about, Alex?
I don't know. We'll find out.
You want to talk about
We'll
what
see
we're
you
doing
next week, maybe.
Okay. All right, I guess we're not talking about what we're doing to the Supra.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, see you guys.
All right, see you guys maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks, but next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.